Hello everyone! Welcome to the 3D Maps series tutorial. Today is the 8th lesson of this series. This lesson mainly introduces GIS and digital twins. The previous lessons have introduced the addition of oblique photography satellite images, and so on. This lesson will introduce Wing's engine, the integration and application of GIS and digital twins, whale twins as a component in Wing's engine, responsible for 3D scene building and rendering. Now let's open the software to learn more about it. Open any GIS 3D scene project. We can double-click to enter the editing state of the whale twin component. In the editing state, the component bar on the left will switch to a 3D component bar. At this time, we can insert custom models, GIS elements, and other various 3D elements. The digital twin construction of Wing's engine, including sky models, terrain, and lighting. Let's introduce them one by one. First is the setting of the sky, which is mainly divided into 4 core parts, which are basic settings: global, lighting, weather systems, and bird swarm effects. We can choose dynamic sky or static sky. Static sky uses skybox texture mapping. It won't change with the passage of time. We can set the sky color or sky texture to change the sky effect. Dynamic sky will change according to the scene components, to change dynamically with the time, to simulate the sky at different times of the day, to present a more abundant visual effect. However, it requires certain device performance. The adjustment of lens flare intensity is even more peculiar. When we look at the sun, different intensity values will shape different halo effects. Setting it to 0 means turning off the effect. Global illumination is mainly divided into 3 parts, which are sunlight, ambient light, and environment maps. Among them, ambient lighting and environment mapping complement each other, both of which simulate global illumination. To simulate this function, we can adjust the sunlight, ambient lighting, and so on by changing the intensity, color, the sun's azimuth angle, and shadow intensity, and the intensity, top and bottom light color of ambient light, to make the whole picture more realistic and 3D. Weather is mainly composed of fog effects, volume, clouds, precipitation, and snowfall. Fog effect is also divided into atmospheric scattering, atmospheric scattering fog, aerosol fog, height fog. In the weather, you can choose the effect of rain or snow and set the wind speed, rainfall, the size of the accumulated water, and so on. We can also associate the amount of rain, the size with the data. We click Generate Data Field in the drop-down box, and then bind the data to the data field. Then, when the external data changes, the rainfall will also change synchronously. It truly realizes the synchronization of weather and rainfall. This is also one of the wonderful manifestations of digital twins. Every rainy day, clouds and fog effects are essential. According to the scene requirements, we can flexibly adjust the height and thickness of clouds, color, density, and height attenuation of the fog. For example, to create a misty scene, we can lower the clouds, thickness thinner, and lighten the color, increasing the density of fog, and slow down the height attenuation, instantly making the image closer to the real scene and full of atmosphere. Finally, we can also set up a flock of birds to add vitality to the scene by adjusting the position and number of the birds, and let them fly in formation in the sky, making the whole scene more rich and vivid. Everyone can set it according to their actual needs. In addition to weather settings, model addition is also a key part of enriching the scene. We can add various models, including vegetation, buildings, transportation, traffic facilities, people, animals, etc. In the previous tutorials, we showed you how to remove and replace building models. Of course, besides buildings, we can also add other types of models, such as a car model. Here we add a car from the model library. Then we add a path animation to it to make it move along the route we set. To achieve the perfect integration of 3D models, regarding the use of vegetation brushes, I'll just mention a few things here. Usually, high-precision oblique photography models, photogrammetric models come with rich trees. There is no need to add additional vegetation. Of course, if needed. We can also add it by clicking or brush to add. Wings engine supports the precise addition of a tree, but also supports batch addition of trees in an area. You can choose the appropriate function. Select the appropriate function. In the scene, you can also set the surface, including water bodies and terrain, to create realistic rivers and lakes, and shaping undulating mountains and hills. This part of the content is also tutorials for more details. You can go to check the specific tutorials. In GIS systems, the production of night scenes is also quite important. If we don't make night scenes, then at night, we'll find that the whole city will be a dark area. Therefore, Wings Engine also provides corresponding solutions. We can use lighting and other effects to achieve a beautiful night scene. Here, I will simply demonstrate the night effect of the example project. The content of night scene production will be in the subsequent tutorials. You can check it in the corresponding tutorial. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. See you next time.